I like to represent myself again. A child of God, a chosen one, is here from the high mystic order. For the people on the back, we are still chosen if they ask to. I'm gonna speak about, today I'm gonna talk about the formula of receiving justice directly from the universal forces, the forces that are behind justice, harmony, balance, karma. We gotta understand that the energetic behind what justice is to begin with. In a particular spiritual situation lacking justice, that means that something is uneven, right? Some energy is heavier than the other. And so the energy justice means that the scales are balanced. And essentially, what I was told by the spirit team in my spiritual awakening process, I became aware that I'm my own spiritual mentor, and various times of intention of witchcraft has been put on me for years. And I came to that awakening progress, what the spirit of the universe told me. As you rise, they will fall. Actually, she will fall. That's what spirit team told me. A lot of time, the reason why witchcraft is working against us, or someone of a low, trifling dominion and vibration can actually curse us, is because our vibration is also low. And it's because we're probably living in ways that are out of alignment or sinful nature. As you rise, as I rise, the person who cursed me will fall. What they meant, as I will go into alignment, as I walk in the path of my destiny and greater level of protection around me, because I was in tuned with direct alignment with protective energies and forces, where I wasn't in the past. Anytime spell work were sent to me, it was destabilizing to me. But once I've got into particular habits of meditating more, energy healing, cleansing practices, praying, working with herbal teas, anti-toxic fasting, this took a whole ways of consciousness shift, raised my vibration, and the key of that is that my higher self began to manifest. I started living in ways that it is in a higher form of alignment. That is when I begin to have more authority and more power over various energy that wanted to be sent my way, because all we have spiritual gifts and walls, but it's gonna be different from person to person. For me, there's particular thing I cannot eat. If there's particular things I cannot do, I cannot say, and this is what we call our own taboos, have spiritual rules, our own, that we need to abide by it to be in the proper alignment and vibration. And the more that you abide by those rules, the more you rise, you release karma. And this is ancestral karma too. A lot of these taboos and these spiritual rules are ancestral. And we begin to release ancestral things. We begin to release emotional and energies that have held us in our lower chakra, and when we was in low vibration, we begin to detox the body and the spirit, and essentially you will become 10, 20, 30, 40, 100 times more powerful than you have ever been. And so the way you ensure that you receive justice in the spiritual situation is that you live more and more in alignment with your spiritual laws and rules, because these laws are in place not as punishment. These laws are in place as protection, because there are particular actions that bring us out of alignment when we need spiritual protection. Just offer the way opposite of the ways of how universe laws work. It's not a punishment. You do something, it lower your vibration, it lower your protection. When you do something that is right and in alignment, it raises your vibration and it raises your protection. When we let our higher self say how actually I need to live, sometimes it comes to simple things: eating, staying too late at night, not waking up earlier enough in the morning, not doing enough stretching, meditation, movement, walking, not getting enough sunlight. Simple day to day habits can bring us out of alignment with our protective elemental energetic forces. And this is so important because when we break certain spiritual laws in our life, we are breaking the spiritual covenant. If we have a particular spirit that says, if you do this, I cannot connect with you, your vibration, it lowers your vibration, interfering with that covenant that you have and the protective spirit, then if you do things out of alignment and bring us in alignment with more malicious or negative energetic forces, then we enter into covenant with negative forces. And so, a lot of time, the issue is actually we are in the wrong covenants. We are working with the wrong spiritual energies. We're working with low vibrational energies, and and there's some covenant we are not conscious of. We're thinking that things are actually small. What we put in our mouth, our body, is small. It's simple, when really these are big things, spiritual things. And so, if you need to understand more, what energies I'm in covenant with, or I need to be in covenant with, what energy I have spiritual pacts and begin aligning with, then I would highly suggest to go to somebody that you can trust or have a session one-on-one with me. Like I can give you examples about the food. There's certain type of food. Like if you want to connect with angels, and if you enter covenant with angels, there's certain type of life you cannot live. Food, killed food, you cannot eat. You gotta sacrifice that. Certain low vibration places you cannot do. Sin, you cannot do. Because it separates you from the high vibration of these enormous, beautiful beings. This such a powerful being. When you enter a covenant with it, with the angels and with the archangels, it's something spiritually unbelievable. Have a nice day and hope you enjoyed this video.